is what it is. Love where you live. I'm Daniel Siemens, joined by Helen Holt. And happy Friday, y'all. What a beautiful place to be.
I don't mind working when I get to go out to places like this, that's for sure.
One of the prettiest places in Bladen County, for sure. And we've got 30 minutes of nonstop stories about White Lake. We're out here for the White Lake Water Festival. Get started this evening, and then the big day is tomorrow, and more details on that in just a second. But first, Helen has been doing a little digging around town to find to highlight some of the cool features you can find here.
You know, shame on me for not visiting this area earlier. So I've been here for 3 years, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. My first time here. You know, plenty of stuff to do on and off the water. Although, you know, it gets pretty quiet around here during the winter time, but once that tourism season kicks off, things are pretty fun around here. For the majority of the year, White Lake is described as a ghost town.
We're always, you know, ready to welcome the tourists and everybody coming back in the summertime.
From May through early September, this sandy bottom lake sees a lot of action.
Tens of thousands of people filter through each week or weekend.
Goldston Beach at White Lake is typically where you'll see the most foot traffic. For Jake Womble, everything about this place is special. It's been a part of the Womble and Goldston family for nearly a century.
My granddaddy's uncle started the place back in the early 1920s. Left it to my granddad, and he's been running it ever since. He's 95 now. And him, my dad, and myself work here with a couple of other family members.
White Lake covers more than 1,200 acres, stretches 5.5 miles around, and is spring and rainwater fed. It's considered a Carolina bay, so how it was formed is still a mystery.
Some people think that it might date back to the Ice Age, you know, with ice pushing through. Other people think it might be meteorites, but nothing has for sure ever been determined.
Since the 1920s, a lot has changed.
We've had some families coming for 40, 50 years.
But the stories and memories made over the years are everlasting.
Kind of a look back into the past, you know, everything's got a little age on it.
Like this more than 70-year-old carousel, and this now arcade, which was once a bathhouse where people could rent bathing suits.
There's always something to do.
From swimming to boating to fishing or just taking a snooze under a tree. It's a slice of paradise located in Bladen County.
We have a sandwich shop, a restaurant, gift shop. If some kids want to have fun, you got the arcade, the rides, bingo, anything, you know, putt-putt.
While they're just kicking off another season, this is a year-round job for Womble that he plans to be a part of for years to come.
It's really special because there's not many small family businesses around that have been in the family that long, and from generation to generation.
One big part of White Lake is Goldston's restaurant, and today is their first day open of the season. They actually opened about 30 minutes ago, and tomorrow through the summer they will serve breakfast and dinner. You can either order something off the menu or actually get food off the buffet, and it's good Southern cooking too, you know, the good stuff, right? Meat, veggies, and of course seafood. Robin Summerlin runs the restaurant and says the best part, besides the food of course, is the people he meets.
I've always enjoyed it, appreciated it, gotten to know a lot of people over here. You see them 1 week a year, but you have a lot of catching up to do, and it's always a good time.
Summerlin says he does a lot of cooking himself, and he says best dish to order is the fried chicken. He says butter is pretty much a part of every menu item, of course. While the season typically is only from Memorial Day weekend through Labor Day weekend, they are trying to extend the season a little bit by opening this weekend. It actually first opened back in the 1930s, and it was a part of the hotel at one point. So a lot of interesting history here. I've learned so much about White Lake today.
I'm with you. It's the first time out here, and it is just a magical place. This lake is just beautiful. The backdrop you see right here doesn't really do it justice. This whole thing, the sun's about to set. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I heard the sunsets are to die for over here.
All right, Helen, thank you so much.